This video is rendered by Carrot. Check out his channel in the description. Do you know who Jules is? Jules Marquez was the QA of Overkill Software in the early stages of Payday 2, and he primarily worked with map designers. After David Goldfarb, the Giga Chad of an FPS designer, left the company, stating that he's bored of designing FPS games. Right after that, Jules got promoted to be the game designer in the company. And he worked on Payday 2 up until 2018. During his time as a game designer, he had one goal in mind: buff absolutely everything in the game. Game got bigger, faster, and more broken over time, and Jules is still getting a mixed reaction from Payday 2 high-level player base. And memes, but this is not why we're here. After his departure from Starbreeze, Jules opened his own company, Limitless Games, and alongside Emmanuel Marquez, they designed an action RPG called Pantheon's Legends. Sadly, I couldn't dig up much information about this game, aside from a single document. And it is pretty clear that this demo is transformed to the Ascendants Rising, which is currently on Steam. The game is not doing very well. Its reviews are mostly negative, and the Discord server is mostly dead. Last update the game got was the September of 8 according to their Discord server, but no changelog. Quick look at the reviews makes it painfully obvious that the game is still in its prototype stage. Apparently the game didn't even have a matchmaking system starting out, and they added it later. Right now, nobody is playing the game, and I mean nobody. Taking a look at the game's website, you can find a press pack. Site also states that this is free to use by content creators. This got me thinking, did anyone ever cover this game on YouTube? Answer is kinda. There are few gameplay videos, but that's about it. Game got no coverage and it apparently needs 4 players to even start playing. I felt like covering it, but it has poor optimization, and I would have to convince 3 other people to buy the game as well. Game's failure is not surprising, however. It looks visually good, which is a red flag. In game development, visual assets are made last and essential mechanics and gameplay loop is designed first. Since the game is quite literally at the prototype stage, it shouldn't look this nice. Secondly, the company behind the game. Quick look at the company website. There are quite a lot of red flags concerning the company perks. They offer gym, ping pong machine, coffee machine, etc. This is a startup company that should regulate their expenses, and their initial costs are just way too high. A startup company at an expensive office with all these jazz means they will be bleeding money, which they probably do. But what is concerning is that they are probably shutting down the company. I think this is the case because they did shut down the company website. Now the site just redirects you to the game site. You can dig up some info with the Wayback Machine, but that's about it. I don't know any company that makes money in 21st century to not have a website, so this is just another red flag. And the Jules is just that silent about the game in the Limitless Games Discord server. They clearly can't afford to work on the game, which means the company isn't gonna last very long. I would love to contact Jules, but I decided against it simply because how silent he is. I decided to not waste my time with a contact. But if this video goes viral or something, and if he wants to clear things up, I will be there. I hope that Jules is gonna prove me wrong, I really do. Yeah, sure, his work on Payday 2 was questionable at best, but it is not like Denka is doing any better. So there's no point of being bitter about it anymore. I hope you can make this entire thing work, Jules, so best of luck to you. Even though your company's Glassdoor page isn't looking nice because of your apparent incompetence, I still believe that you can be better as a human being. Anyways, that's a wrap. I started to work part-time jobs again because money I made during summer is drained. And I'm a college student and working is time consuming. So if you want to give me some motivational boost, consider subscribing, leaving a comment like the jazz. Since my PC is still broke and my backup PCs are kinda limited, I started to spend my free time with some vintage games from my childhood. Some of these games are gems, and some of them paved the way to much bigger titles 14 years later after their releases. So let me know if you are interested about these games, since Payday 2 is just not functional enough in these machines, and I can't relieve my stress by spending time editing videos. I will be working on that games on whatever free time I have if you are interested. So hopefully next time. See you around.